I'll tell you what, folks, we absolutely love Ben. We love Ben Jonesy. We love Ben Paulie. We love Harry. We love Spurs. We love Crouchy. You can't forget Crouchy. I had him in Pompey. Nico Crouchaw, we had him. And most importantly, we love the boy. Hang on, let me get my scarf out. It's upside down, I'm a plonker. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's all happening here. It's all happening. Here we go. Fucking hell. It is upside down, isn't it? But you get the idea. You get the idea. There we go. I've actually fucked this up big time. But it's alright. Let me do this. Yeah, no, it's because my camera's backwards, but yeah, you get the idea. We know we're back in. I've given you a tip. I fucked this up big time. I've already given you the tip for the Gold Cup. Oh, what a scarf. What a bloke. Some bloke. Never thought I'd see him as a racehorse owner when he was running the Royal with Pompey back in 2006 or whatever with Nico Cranshaw, Peter Crouch, Blimmin, Jermaine Defoe and all that lot. Remember Jemba? Did he... Jemba something or other played for Pompey. I don't know. I swear there was some... Yeah, I'm knackered. It's been a long week. Anyway, we're back. We've been for 3 days at Cheltenham. We're all fucked. It's alright, we got one more day to go. It's Gold Cup day, ladies and gentlemen. Get up bright and early, get the fry on, get your full English in, get up to Presby Park, get those bets in, and let's get cracking with the final tips video for the 2026 Cheltenham Festival. Roll on the flat after this. I'm probably going to be down bad after this week. But yeah, recording this late on Friday night. It's 25 past midnight. I finally found half an hour to do this. I will edit these last two videos I've got to edit. I said I'd get the Thursday video out this week. It hasn't happened. I'm just too busy with work and shit at the moment. Yeah, both I got out this weekend. They're ready for the madness to unfold next week. Yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. I'm going up on Tuesday. It's going to be great fun. And then me and the boys going down to Shed on Friday. Have a nice 3-course meal. Going to eat some beef, some salmon. Beef and salmon. Great horse back in the day. Computer's doing its normal thing. Beef and salmon and a cheese board after that. On top of 5 to 10 pints of Guinness. And then we're going to a gig after that. It's going to be great fun. Anyway. Gold Cup Day. Friday the 13th of March. Unlucky for some. Will it be unlucky for us? Most likely. I'm going to wait for the computer to stop fucking making that noise because it's absolutely horrendous. I need a new computer, ladies and gentlemen. Should we start a GoFundMe? There we go. It's calmed down a bit now. Right. Gold Cup Day. I've been the last 2 years. Not going this year. Going down the Shed instead. I've just seen Galopin de Champs has been pulled out of the Gold Cup. I don't think he'd win anyway because it looks like it's going to be good to soft ground next week. And he definitely wants soft, if not soft to heavy. The Gold Cup's going to be interesting, but we got about 4 or 5 races before that to go through first. So we're going to start at 1:20 p.m. the JCB Triumph Hurdle, Grade 1, 2 miles and about 1 furlong. Is there going to be a Tony Bloom runner that rocks up this year out of the blue and wins at 150 to 1? I hope not, because I was all over East India Dock last year. All over him. And he was my nap of the entire festival. And he got done. He didn't get done just by Lou Lambert. He got done by 150 to 1 shot. No one ever heard of. Until we went through his form book and realised, oh shit. He actually ran at Royal Ascot last summer. And he finished in front of East India Dock in the same fucking race. And he's 150 to 1. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why? How is this? How have we missed all this? Honestly, like, there's some ones down at the bottom that literally could be anything. There's a couple of Gredley family yellow and black runners, and they're back for more in this race this year by the looks of it. But I don't fancy any of the ones down the bottom this year. I'm going to give you my tips now, but I'll bring the odds right up on screen. Proactive 7-2, joint favourite with Salmo de Veri at 7-2, Manella Study at 7-1, Maestro Conti at 15-2, Macho Man at 8-1, Monge 2 at 8-1, Winston Jr. 10-1, Mon Crusoe at 12-1, Charme de Faust at 14-1, Highland Crystal 14-1 and 16-1 bar. Obviously, some of these have got entry in the Fred Winter as well. We don't know which ones are going where yet. I have a couple of fancies in this. First fancy is the Richie filly mare that ran an absolute cracker at Leopardstown. She is joint favourite. She will get a mare's allowance. She looks like she's going to be a very, very good mare moving forward, and will probably make a very good chaser, and that's Salmo de Veri, 7-2 joint favourite. I'll be putting her up for this race. I fancy her. It's going to be a bum fight at the top of the market between her and Proactive. I just fancy the mare in this one. We know what Richie mares are like in this race. Obviously, Lossiemouth won this race 3 years ago. And I just think it's his time again. And I think Salmo de Veri at 7-2, I don't think she's actually a bad price based on what she's done in France and based on her run at Leopardstown at the DRF. So I'll be backing Salmo de Veri at 7-2, and I'll probably back her to win. The other one I like is another Bloody Mullins runner, funnily enough. I think she's another French import, but another mare. We're backing 2 mares in this race. She ran in a juvenile hurdle race over in Ireland a few weeks ago. I think it was in Naas. I might be wrong on that one. I'll double check. But she goes by the name of Majalik. She did everything wrong in that race. She jumped like an absolute elephant. She looked like she was very headstrong, was pulling very hard all the way around, and she still had the engine to go past the well fancy Gordon Elliott runner. And she actually drifted in the market. She went up to 2-1 second favourite, 4 off, so I got a nice price on her, and I did back her on the day. But yeah, Majalik 20-1 each way. I feel like that's an absolute steal in this race, and if she's gonna come on massively for that race over in Ireland that she ran a few weeks ago. And I feel like that potentially was a prep race with this in mind. 20-1, yeah, I'm all over that. I've already backed her on Ladbrokes at 22-1, but obviously we've got another bookmaker's price for this series. But yeah, if you can get 22, 25, anything around there, take it each way. Honestly, she looks very good. So my 2 picks for the Triumph, a race I haven't won in since Lossiemouth won it 3 years ago. But I feel like I could have the winner this year, and it could be one of these 2 mares. So my 2 picks for the Triumph Hurdle of 2026. Salmo de Veri at 7-2 to win, and Majalik at 20-1 each way. Moving on, folks. The 2 p.m. the William Hill County Handicap Hurdle Premier Handicap, 2 miles, about 1 furlong. Another 2 mile, 1 furlong race. This time a handicap. It went to Cargisi last year. It was absolutely well in. I was all over her. I backed her. She won. She went off about 3-1 in the end, but yeah. We've got a similar situation here because we've got a couple of Mullins runners right at the top of the market. But I'll bring the odds right up on the screen now for you guys. We got Mercy at 6-1 favourite, Charisma at 7-1, Amsterdam 10-1, Carbau at 10-1, Sinatra at 11-1, Bones on Fire at 12-1. I started a joke at 12-1, Storm Heart at 12-1, and 14-1 bar, including Copec de Me, Rock Dino, and Tutti Quanti, Tutto Bene Grazie in Italiano. Perfect, Adam. Yeah, there's a couple of these. There's a couple I fancy in this race. I feel like Mullins has a very strong hand in this race, especially if Amsterdam runs in this as well. He's sort of been. We don't quite know how good Amsterdam actually is. It doesn't feel like he's quite Grade 1 level, but he could be. He could be a very, very, very good handicapper, and he could be running off a very good mark on this. But I'm not gonna back Amsterdam in this. I'm putting up 2. I feel like Sinatra has run a very couple of good races this year, and I feel like he's run enough, and I feel like he'd be pretty decent at the weights. So, and I actually backed him at a race at Newbury back in I think it was November. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Frank. He's up there, right on the top. left-hand corner of your screen. Come fly with me. Sinatra, 11-1 each way. Dan Skelton. We know what he's like in handicaps. This one's been well found at the top of the market, but I fancy him in this. I fancy to run a big race, and I think each way at 11-1 you're getting a good price about Sinatra. So I'll be putting up Sinatra 11-1. The other horse I'll be putting up is last year's Fred Winter winner. He's been campaigned quite quietly, I think, this season, but we know he goes well at Cheltenham, and we know he's pretty good on good soft ground. He's going to be prepped for this race. Joseph O'Brien will have him bang on. Doesn't get many winners at Cheltenham, old Joseph, but it is the green and gold. Never back against the green and gold, especially in a handicap. I'll be putting up Put Your Hands Together also each way at 16-1. I think he's coming back for more this season. I think this is probably his race, considering he ran in the Fred Winter last year at 2 miles. So naturally it makes sense for him to come back into the county hurdle in further handicap company. Now he's no longer a juvenile horse, and yeah, 16-1 about Put Your Hands Together. I fancy him. So the 2 horses I'll be putting up for this race, the county hurdle, is Skelton and his old handicap tricks, Sinatra 11-1, and Put Your Hands Together, the green and gold at 16-1, both each way on that one. Moving on, Mare's Chase. Yeah, this is we've got a short price favourite at the top of the market, and she's a very good mare. She's very, very good. Also green and gold. I'll bring the odds right up on screen right now for the Mare's Chase. It's not really a race I get massively involved in. I will have a bet, but I do have 2 picks for you guys in this race though. But yeah, I'll bring the odds up on screen now. We'll go through them. Dino Blue 11-8 favourite. Spindleberry 3-1. Panic Attack 4-1. Only by Night 7-1. Diva Luna 8-1. Calaconte 8-1. Jade Grugy 10-1. July Flower at 10-1. The Big Western 10-1. I think is going elsewhere, and 12-1 Bar. Yeah, I'd be. I think Dino Blue. Yeah, she's a short price favourite, and she's very good. She's very, very good. But does she want soft ground? That's my question. Does she want a bit of cut? I think she probably does, and I think Spindleberry wants good ground. And Spindleberry at 3-1. She'll definitely go for this race, and we're going to have 2 Mullins runners at the top of the market. But I feel like Spindleberry is the one you want to be on side with just because of the ground. And if we get any rain at Cheltenham next week and it does go soft, then Dino Blue will probably get shorter. But I can see Spindleberry being banged there and giving Dino Blue a right run for her money. And I feel like this could be Spindleberry's day, and this could be the big one that she's been, crying out for and lined up for. And she hasn't won a big one yet, but I'm going to be back at Spindleberry to win at 3-1. I also fancy an English horse in this race. She showed a lot of promise over hurdles last season, and she's improved massively for chasing. And it's from my favourite yard. Favourite English yard, probably favourite yard in general in terms of national hunt racing, and that's Diva Luva 8-1. I think 8-1. She's a good each way bet. Slightly stinky, but you're gonna get 3 places in this race. So if Diva Luna will be bang there. And if Panic Attack may run here at 4-1, but I could see Skelton potentially putting her elsewhere. But if Panic Attack does go here, then yeah, this is a trip. This is a trip. Definitely 2.5. I should have said, by the way, Mrs. Paddy Power Mare Steeplechase, Grade 2, 2.5 miles, 2:40 p.m. I'm so tired. On Friday the 13th of March. I should have said that to begin with. But yeah, the Mare's Chase, not really a massive. Not my. I do like a spicy mare. I do like a spicy filly. The boys know that. But not a race I go massive on, I have to say. I haven't really got a good record in it either. But I will be putting up 2 for this race, and that's Spindleberry to win at 3-1. And Diva Luna each way at 8-1 for Ben Pauling. Moving on. More my kind of race. 3:20 p.m. The Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle, Grade 1, about 3 miles. Spud race. We love a spud race. We've got a well-found favourite at the top of the market who ran an absolute cracker at the DRF back in early February. And I'll take you through the odds. I'll bring them up on screen right now. Dr. Steinberg sounds like an evil baddie at 5-2, favourite. Devil You Know at 4-1. No Drama This End at 6-1, who's most likely going to the Turners, but could come here. Espresso Milan at 10-1. Spinning Yarn 10-1. Kazansky at 12-1. Passing Life at 12-1. Also that 14-1. Sortuda at 14-1. And 16-1 Bar. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, this is dull. This race does normally go to some horses well found at the top of the market. I was blown away by Dr. Steinberg at the DRF. I thought he ran an absolute cracker. He's been put away back for this. 5-2, I think. It's going to be a big field, but I still think he's a good price. You know what Paul Tanner is going to do. You know he's going to sit behind the front few. You know he's going to drop him in, basically, and probably, say drop him in, but he'd probably sit middle of the pack. And you know he's going to swing for home and he's going to coast by coming up the hill. Probably won't even be off the bridle. He's going to eat up ground. He looks like a stayer. He's going to get 3 miles. Dr. Steinberg, 5-2 to win, is my main pick for this race. I'm going to put up an English runner and the each way price in this race as well. I don't think I've put a Joe Tizard horse up yet for the Cheltenham Festival, but he's been having a very good season. And I've been impressed with this horse throughout this season. He's run well in every race he's been in, and I think he'll definitely get the trip. I mean, Joe Tizard loves a stayer, loves a staying chaser, and I feel like this geezer will be a good staying chaser next season. He will be a good novice chaser, and that is Cryptic Jim at 20-1. I did watch him run at Chepstow back in November when I went on the bonfire night. He ran a cracking race then. I don't know how good that form was, but he's continued his form and he's slowly coming up. The handicap is slowly bringing him up the weights. And I feel like 20-1 on about a horse, he would definitely get the trip. Yeah, I feel like that's a no-brainer each way at 20-1. So my 2 picks for the Spud race: Dr. Steinberg, 5-2 favourite to win, and Cryptic Jim, 20-1 for Joe Tizard each way. Yeah, love the Spud race. Love a staying hurdle race. But it could go to anything, to be honest. There's loads of horses entered in for this race. Goes far down as Pottersville, 150-1 if you want, and into something good if you like Harry Cornick. Something tells me I'm into something good. Woke up this morning feeling shite. Had 12 pints of Guinness on my mind. I'm gonna fucking die on Friday. Yeah, can't wait. Anyway, I digress. Moving on. 4 p.m. Big one. Cheltenham Gold Cup. Biggest race of the week. It looks like an absolute cracker. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the Gold Cup. I cannot wait to be sat round that table with Jordan, with Nick, with my brother, sinking pints of Guinness, eating cheese and biscuits, and then back in the jukebox man to win in this race. I can't wait. I can't wait. Good on Harry. Good on Ben. Good on Ben. Let's do this. I'll bring the odds up on screen right now for you. Fact to file. Joint favourite 7-2 with a Gaelic Warrior. Django Bay 9-2. Jukebox Man 5-1. I know the way you're thinking. Last year's winner, who's back for more and has been hammered in the market from about 16s into 15-2. Hater Killer 8-1 for the lovely Welsh feline that is Rebecca Curtis. Grey Dawn at 14-1. Spillan's Tower at 14-1 and 20-1 Bar. Let's do it, ladies and gents. I backed him for the King George. He won that. I'll be sticking on side with him. I just think he's fantastic. I think he's brilliant. I think he's an unbelievable horse. I love Ben Jones as well. I love Ben Paulin. 2 Mullins runners at the top of the market. I think they're both too short. I feel like they should all be about 5-1, 9-2. Django Bay's probably going to run a cracker in this race as well. He could go to Django Bay, could still go to the Ryanair, but feels like he probably will come here. I think Nicky. Yeah. I didn't put him up for the Ryanair, did I? I think I did actually earlier in the week, but fucking hell. Oh well. But I'm not putting up Django Bay for this race, so it doesn't even matter. I'm putting up Jukebox Man 5-1 each way. I know it's really stinky each way, but you know he's going to be in the first 3. And you know it's basically a each way bet to nothing. You're going to get your money back. Stick him in your play spot. He's going to be bang there. He'll get the trip. We know he goes on any kind of ground. We know he goes on good ground, especially considering the King George in December. So, Jukebox Man, my first pick, 5-1 each way. Do it. Let's do it for Harry. Let's do it for Ben. Let's do it for Ben as well. Let's do it for England. We want to see it. Harry Redknapp winning the Gold Cup would be fantastic, and I'm putting him up. Hence the scarf. Hence why I'm supporting him in the shed. Hence why I'm waving this round my freaking head like a madman when he absolutely hacks up on Friday. I'm going to love it. I'm going to chuck it on Nick as well. We're going to chuck a pint of Guinness in the air. I'm going to chuck the scarf all over him. We're going to jump on the table like fucking no tomorrow. Yeah. I fancy another horse in this race. I fancy another English horse. I think the English are going to do well this year. I think Prestbury Cup 5-1. I don't think it's a bad bet. I honestly don't. I feel like we underestimate our horses this year. The Irish are going to have Irish have always got a very good set of horses, but I feel like the English is the strongest we've been for years. It honestly is. So I'm going to put a Grey Dawn in each way at 14-1 as well. I think Skelton's been campaigning him very well this season. He's not exhausted him. He's not run him into the ground. He's targeted races. He's picked out the ones he wants. He's left him very fresh for this race. I think he's going to run well. 14-1, I think, is a good big price for him. We know he likes Cheltenham. We know he gets around the track well. So, yeah, I'm going to pick 2 English horses for this race. 5-1, Jukebox Man each way. Grey Dawn in 14-1 each way. Both each way in a Gold Cup. Let's have it. Let's beat Ireland for once. Can't be having them losing again, can we? We can't be losing them again, can we? Surely not. Not at rugby and racing again as well. Just can't go on like this, can it? We'll beat them at football, but that's about it. Possibly cricket as well, but apparently we're shit at that these days as well. Shout out for a horse at a massive price. I might have a saver on this. I'm not going to tip him, but I will have a saver on him. I'll probably have like £1.25 each way on him or something like that, or £1.50 each way or something like that on him. Really small bet, but at 6-1. Shout out to Stellar Story. He was second in the Brown Advisory last year over 3 miles at Cheltenham. You can't, 6-1 for him is a massive price. If he turns up, Gordon, it doesn't exactly have a good hand in this. In fact, I'm just looking down the list. He's got Firefox at 40-1, but I can't see anything else on the list that... I don't think he's got anything else in this race. She's got Firefox at 40-1, and then Stellar Story at 6-1. So you're kind of thinking if he's only got 2 in this race, Stellar Story's most likely there's a good chance he comes here, and if he turns up 6-1, I think it's a massive price. I'd be he's not a great jumper, but he'll bloody stay, and you know he's going to stay on that hill. Going to come out that hill, so I think 6-1. Stellar Story. Have a saver on that. I'm not going to tip him, but I'm just going to say I will have a saver on him at that massive price. There's often I remember Gentleman's Game a couple of years ago. He was 6-1, and he actually ran into a place. I can't remember if it was last season or the season before, but yeah, Stellar Story. Shout out to him. Big price on that one. Second to last race of the week. We're down bad boy now. We're absolutely fucked. Probably fucked on Guinness as well, to be honest. 4:40 p.m. The Princess Royal Challenge Cup Open. Hunters steeplechase over 3 miles and 2 furlongs. The Hunters chase for the pointers. Oh my god, it's not a race. I really last year everyone I think he was 25-1 last year, wasn't he, Wonderwall? And I don't know why I didn't back him, because it was so, and I know someone who did in Dad's corporate tent, one of the guys that is in his office, and he said, "Oh yeah, I just backed him because of Oasis. I backed him because of the name," and he was like 25, I think 33-1 in some places. The Wonderwall absolutely hacked up this year, and he's back favourite for this race. He's back at the second crack at the whip. But I'll bring the odds up on screen right now for you guys. Wonderwall. Maybe he's going to be the one that saves me at 9-2 favourite. It's on the line at 5-1 as my Bet365 decides to go fucking mental. It's on the line at 5-1, who always runs well in this race. Cons Rock at 6-1, Panda Boy at 7-1, Wrapped Up in May 9-1, Statler at 10-1, who is a Gordon Elliott runner coming back. I think he must be getting on there, Statler. Music Drive 11-1, Chemical Energy at 12-1, Golden Sun at 12-1, and 14-1 Bar. Yeah, this is not a race I'm going massive on, to be honest. I have been point to point in once. It is fun, but typically it's just pot luck, to be honest. The ones at the top of market got to be taken seriously, because obviously Wonderwall's last year's winner. It's on the line is a very good points pointer, and I think it was second in this race last year and has won it previously, I think. So yeah, at 5-1, I will be backing It's on the line again, like I did last year. He was in my play spot last year. He did the business. He won me some money because I had all 6 in the play spot last year. So I've got to stick with the boy. I've got to stick with the JP McManus Golden Green winner. So I'll be backing It's on the line, stinky each way at 5-1. Got to be done. The other horse I'm backing each way is actually a Paul Nicholls runner. And he's named after one of the greatest England strikers we've ever seen. And that's Alan Shearer at 16-1. Or Shearer, 16-1. Shearer. He comes in, just run. If Shearer wins this race, just run down the whole fucking side of the track, just doing this, just pointing. One hand in the air, pointing. Full pelt sprinting. Point in one hand in the air in the other. In homage to Alan Shearer. Let's do it. Yeah. 2 for this race. Hunter's Chase. It's on the line each way, 5-1. Shearer each way for Paul Nicholls, 16-1. Let's have it. We like it. Moving on. Fucking made it. Last race of the week. 5:20 p.m. Martin Pipe, conditional jockeys, handicap hurdle. 2.5 miles. Over the smaller obstacles. I'll bring the odds up on screen now for you guys. Rock Dino, 7-1 favourite. Apaidanom, 8-1. Dan Skelton. Cal Estoire, 8-1. Mercier, 8-1. Pass and Wife, 10-1. Aaron Tightman, 12-1. I started a joke at 12-1. He Can't Dance at 16-1. Safira, 16-1. Rendrot, 16-1. Active Authority, 22-1. Bar. My fucking mouth is so dry and I'm losing the will to live at this point. Sorry, I had to do that. Going mad. Oh, bloody hell! Sorry, boys and girls. I've had it at this point. The Martin Pipe can throw up a very good stay-in chaser. Galopin de Champ won it. I think it was 3 years ago now. Might be more now, actually. Might have been 4 years ago now. But he has won it previously. I think... who won this last year? I think it was... what's her name? Gordon Elliott. Blue and red colours. Filly. Second favourite for the Mares Hurdle. Wadhu. Wadhu won this last season. I think I backed her. I think I did. Don't remember. It's a long time ago now. I don't think I did actually in the end, because I remember backing her. I remember winning. What I do remember though is Active Authority running an absolute cracker in this race. He's down at 20-1. He's going to be one of my picks, but obviously I put up the shorter price favourite, the shorter price of the two first. And that goes to last year's Mares Novice Hurdle winner, who is up in trip for this. But I feel like she's a very good mare. She's a very good mare. She goes well around Cheltenham. I don't know who she's going to have on her back, but I feel like 12-1 each way for Air of Entitlement. Emery de Bromhead to get a winner this week. I feel like she's a very good mare. We know she likes Cheltenham. She'll go on the ground. I could see her running a big race at 12-1. So first pick for the Martin Pipe. Air of Entitlement, 12-1 each way. She's coming back for more. I fancy her in this. My second pick for the Martin Pipe, I've already put up. He ran a cracker in this race last year. I think he came second behind Wadhu. That's very, very good form. 20-1 is a massive price. And that's Active Authority. I feel like he's potentially very well handicapped again this year. And we know he gets a track. We know he gets a trip. The ground's going to be similar conditions to as it was last year. Don't know who's going to be on his back yet, but yeah, I fancy him for this race again. I think 20-1's a massive price. So I'll be playing Air of Entitlement each way for the Martin Pipe, 12-1. And also Active Authority, 20-1 each way for the Martin Pipe. In the last race of the week, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. We're going in. We'll see how we do this week. Obviously, I've tipped horses in all 28 races. It's been tiring. It's been emotional. It's been draining. Trying to balance this, work, personal life, my missus and all that. New missus, and added along. It's like you've been dating her for about 10 years, Adam, at this point, saying that sort of shit, but no. Added along, but yeah, just trying to fit everything in. Also my Skittles career as well, which is going down the drain. And my actual work life career is not going down the drain now, it's going well. I'm just asking for more money though, so I can put more money on horses. Shut the fuck up, PC. But yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Best of luck next week. I've given you 28 horses. Actually, I've probably given you 56 in all honesty, because I've put up 2 basically in every race. Quick maths. We've had a good time. I will be back. I will be back for the next big festival. Also my favourite festival of the year. Kicks off in June. I'll be back for that. I'm going to somehow, I don't know how I'm going to do that, because I'm in Le Mans literally the week before, watching the 24-hour race. But I'll be back for tips for Royal Ascot this year. We'll do that. But I love you all very much. Thank you for the support on this series. Best of luck at Cheltenham next week. If you do see me, I'll buy you a drink if you say hi. If you do see me and you're losing because of my bets and tips, do not run after me with a pitchfork. I'm just a bloke in his spare room on YouTube chatting shite. These are not designed and guaranteed to make you win, but I'm doing my best to point you in all directions, to be honest. It's crystal clear in all directions. We had a good exchange. But I love you all very much, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go to bed now. Big day tomorrow. Coventry, top of the league at home. We're going to lose. It's the most Bristol... Actually, we'll probably win. Probably win. It's the most Bristol City thing ever. When there's zero expectation and zero hope, we just win. But no, we're not. We're going to get dick 5-0. I love you all very much. Good night.